Craig and I are busy bustling around, packing up, getting ready to leave for our wedding. And look what Evan and Fluffy are doing. I mean, what a life. Fluffy gets his belly rubbed. King Fluffy. While Evan watches movies and drinks blue Gatorade on my white quilt. We are on our way to the wedding. We are headed to St. Killian's Church in Mars and then the Shanapin Country Club, which is towards the city of Pittsburgh. But the big talk of today is the heat, because the temperature is supposed to be in the upper 90s with a heat index of over 100. So if you're working outside today, make sure you stay hydrated. We brought lots of water and Gatorade and a cooler full of ice. Protein bars, because when you're a wedding photographer you work really, really hard. I don't know if you knew that, but we work very hard and we need to stay hydrated.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. Are you excited?
Love the heat. Told Grandma a couple of months ago, why do we even live here? It's so cold all the time.
Oh, that's true. You were complaining about that. That was in June, right?
That just reminds me of home. I love it.
Home for Craig is in Texas. He grew up in Houston and in Dallas, so he does not mind the heat, but I don't think he's a huge fan of the super cold long winters, are you?
It just goes on from November until May.
Yeah, forever. Yeah. Well, maybe we can semi-retire and take like a month sabbatical in, say, March or April, like when you're really getting tired of it. And go travel or see something in a warmer climate. We can take the kids, homeschool them wherever we're at.
Good.
And just have adventures. So we just need to save money for that. That's all. That's the problem with it.
Gotta retire.
It costs money to do things like that.
Yeah, I agree. Who's gonna make all that money?
Who's gonna make the money? Ella is coming home today. My dad, in fact, very soon, is on his way out to Ohio with the church bus to pick them up and bring them home. And what kind of bird is that? Is that a hawk? I'll shoot it dead. It is.
You don't want to record that.
Okay, I won't shoot it dead because that's illegal. And I don't do illegal things. But if it were eating my chickens, you can. We're not.
You're talking about your dad.
I have a focus problem. They will be home, I guess, between 5 and 6 this evening, so that will be nice. They were going to do some work today, but they decided to cut out a little bit early because of the heat issue. The kids were working outside, and they're very tired, exhausted. She says she has a bunch of sleep-deprived kids on her hands because they stay up late, they work hard, they come home grumpy.
Yep. And then she's headed out to camp Sunday?
Sunday the 31st.
Oh,
so
next
she's home for a week, and then she's headed to church camp. It's been a busy summer for her now that she's almost 14.
Yep.
Like a
I
midnight.
remember coming home from Memorial Day weekend saying, well, we decided we're not doing any projects around the house. We're going to be doing trips.
We are going.
That has been true.
That has been true. We're trying to create more experiences for our family. That was one of our goals this year. Remember when we set our goals at the beginning of the year? We did. And I think we're doing pretty well making it happen. We've had a few adventures. We have our big vacation coming up in a few weeks. That will be super fun. We have to plan for that.
Yeah.
This is like a tough dude picture. Is that
Oh,
correct?
Roy Tough?
Bob,
Smile
Bob.
or Tough Dude?
Wow. That was actually my
I
soft
wanted
face.
gangster side.
Let me get a tough.
You don't
And
even
then
have a
there's like,
gangster side,
and then
do
like what we need to stop doing is talking. So we could.
Did you get any of that?
So we can take the photo.
Shut it.
All right. Is there anything funny? Anything else you'd like?
That was pretty much.
That's beautiful. I'm focusing on the prong so that the focus point catches it. Because it's really hard to focus on diamonds because they're glass. We just got home from our wedding. It is late and we had a long hot day, but it was awesome. We had a lot of fun. And I think we got some really good photos, and oh, my cooler leaked everywhere. I had a lot of water and Gatorade, but it's all over the floor of the car. I don't understand what happened. And hopefully Ella waited up for us because I have missed her. So we shall see. Look,
don't look good.
Bubby's home. Mommy's so happy. Evan's home.
Evan's been home. I've been away.
There's
Wait,
Evan.
the big dot or the little dot?
The big dot.
Am I looking at the camera?
This is a really embarrassing story.
What happened? Your arm is like all black and blue.
Well, it's like green, so it's like that. Yeah. Anytime I touch it, like hurts really bad. So I got my arm stuck in a bunk bed.
Bobby, what do you mean you got your arm stuck in a bunk?
Well, you know, like the rails, like
Yes.
that keep you from like falling off in the middle of the night. You know, we've been there. There's
Right.
like little metal rails.
Yeah.
So like thin. There's like 3. So there's 2 like smaller ones, 1 bigger one. And we were playing games. We called it horse, where we'd throw stuffed animals and like we would sit on our bunk beds and we would try to get off from the person that was on the ground, trying to get them right. I was on the ground, so a horse landed on a bunk bed that nobody was occupying. So I dived for it, reached my arm through the bar, and then like Isabella grabbed it, and I went back to get out. It was like
Ouch.
somehow twisted like this. It was so twisted, and it was stuck between the 2 bars.
And were you hollering?
Yeah, I was screaming.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Nobody
gracious.
knew that it was for serious, so they were all laughing at me.
Oh, and you're like, no, for
and
real,
I was
help.
like,
yeah.
no, help. And I said, go get Miss Lee. I need Miss Lee. So I was like trying to get my arm out, which is why there's a giant bruise. It did hurt while I was in it though. Like while I was just sitting there, like it hurt. Mom, I could not get it out. I
But
couldn't
like,
get it
but
out.
it got in there somehow.
Yeah, I did. I could not.
But is
get
that what
it
you were
out.
thinking? Like it got in there, so it has to come out.
Right. I thought we need butter. We need some sort of lotion. And we also need a chainsaw. And we need to call the fire department.
That is hilarious.
I was like,
You are funny.
it wasn't very long. Maybe 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't very long.
Well, it looks like it hurt because it's all bruised.
It did. So Jamie, don't rely on Isabella in situations like this.
Oh, she thinks everything's funny.
Well, she stood there when she realized it was serious. She was laying on the bed and she's like just staring at me like she didn't know what to do. She's like,
So she's not good under pressure.
no. And Jamie, she's really calm. She comes over. She pushes my butt up and somehow that got my arm out of there.
Oh.
So I was able to like loosen it and release it. So I just need to like push it up. But got my arm stuck in a bunk bed.
That's a good story.